Hi everyone, it's Donna here from Donna's Creative Corner. I just wanted to share with you a couple of projects that I finished recently. I'm hoping this is going to turn out okay. I have a new camera that I'm using for the first time here, so we'll see how this goes. My projects were inspired by Leanne over at LuvLeeScrappin and also by Anna, who is Finnabar, here on YouTube, and I'll put both their links down below so you can go check them out. Actually, my first project is just exactly the way Leanne did it in her video. Let me move my sign out of the way. Oh, okay. And here it is. It's a mixed media. I started off with a regular picture frame from the thrift store, a couple of bucks. And I did it exactly the way Leanne did in her video. She covered it first with cheesecloth, which is what I did as well. Let that dry, and then put a layer of different laces. You can see I've got some lace up here, some lace along here, some lace trims all the way along here. Most of it's covered up. There's a Venice lace flower there, some more down here, little piece there, and then let that dry completely. And then I've got some pieces of metal mesh. You can see up here, and a little piece down here, and some underneath there. And then let that dry. So far everything I've glued down was with Mod Podge, very thick layer of Mod Podge. And then after all of that has dried, excuse me, I painted the whole thing with gesso, just to give it a good base for all the heavier elements and the sprays and mists that will go on top. And then came the fun part, which is gluing down all the little elements. This is so much fun. It's a way to use up all your little bits and baubles. I always have let's see if I can reach it here, a little container of little leftover stuff from projects that I've been working on. Little felt flowers and a little hat, all kinds of things that can go into a project like this. I mean, you can use anything you've got laying around. I went out to the workbench out in the garage and stole some pieces from there. This long screw piece and a big bolt up here, and some I don't even know what that thing is, but I stole a lot from the workbench. I'm gonna go in a little bit closer here so you can see some details. Let's see if I can fix. Oh, too much. Fix the light here. This piece here was the watch band. There's part of it here, and then the other part of it is down here, the other half of it. And then there's another piece of it somewhere. I don't know where it is. But you can use anything on here. Alright, let me see. I'll start up here. There's the bolt from the workbench, domino tile. Well, there's the other piece from the watch. A charm, a little butterfly charm. This right here was the the edge of a wired ribbon that I didn't want to use the wire part, so I had cut it off and it was laying on my desk, so I just twirled it up and glued it down. So there it is. Some watch parts, a little metal, whatever that is, hinge or something. Got these are just some flat back pearls, tool stuff, buttons, little flower trim, the other half of the watch band with some bolts in the edge of it there. This was a polymer clay flower that I had made, a little lock and a key, more findings, a little metal something from the workbench drawer. This was an earring, Recollections flower with buttons in the middle, some more gears. This is the inside of a watch. That was an earring. This piece here was actually from my father. He was the original crafter in the family. He used to do jewelry and figurines out of horseshoe nails, and this was a piece off of one of his necklaces or jewelry piece that he had made. And I had that laying around, so I thought I'd incorporate it into here. This is just a felt flower with a flat back in the middle of it, a turnkey, little heart charm. I mean, you can put anything in these, and it's just so much fun to experiment and just put stuff on there. And then after all of that was glued on, most of it was glued with either hot glue or let's see, E6000 quick hold. I use that a lot. It dries pretty quickly. It still does have a setup time, so you have to let it sit. My absolute favorite glue of all time is Beacon's 3-in-1 craft glue. I use this in place of hot glue. It sets up almost as quickly as hot glue, and you don't burn your fingers. It even leaves glue strings, but it sets up very fast. I love this stuff. Love, love, love it. I never go without another fresh bottle of this on hand for when I run out. So that's the majority of what the bigger pieces were glued on with. And then of course that has to sit. I let it sit overnight. Sometimes I think I did this in the dimensional elements in 2 different phases of glue and set time. And then once that's set, then I went over the whole thing again with gesso. Let that dry, and then came the glimmer mists, starting with, just like Leanne did in hers, starting with darker colors. I think this was tattered leather on this end, burnt red, going into burnt red, and then one of the pinks, I forget which one, and off to the side as well. I love the effect of the blending from one side to the other. And then, just as Leanne did in her video, after all that was dried, I dry brushed some white over the top to kind of, especially to tone down some of the darker areas. That's the very first one that I did, and then I did a second one. Let's see if I can just lighting here. Second one, I had all intentions of doing a different color scheme for this one, but I ended up kind of gravitating towards the browns and reds again, except on the left hand side it's more of a yellowish hue than the other one, which had a pink. This one was also a picture frame from the thrift store. This one I did not cover with cheesecloth to begin with. I covered with this mesh stuff that I had gotten from the thrift store probably a year or 2 ago. Let me see if I can get it here. It came in this huge roll, and it's like a plastic, very flexible, but still very dimensional, and I've got this huge roll of it. I paid like $2 or $3 for the roll, so that's going to come in handy for adding texture to upcoming projects. And this one also had the mesh as the background with some lace pieces. There's a half of a little doily piece there, and the other half is up here. There's another lace flower back here, a little piece of lace trim, and I'll come in closer here in a second. And then, well, let me go in close now. And this was a metal jewelry piece. This was a button cover. There's another one. Where's the other one? Oh, right over here. The moon to go with that. This one I actually left on the button cover. This one I took off of the button cover, and I put the button cover down here. There's a flap of it, and there's the little button cover part, and put a little flower on it. Pearl trim, some little plastic flowers, another piece that went with this over here, some metal findings and button, that's a button, a washer. I raided the garage junk drawer again. Gear with a button and another little flower trim in the middle of it. Flower trim here. This is a little boot charm. Thought that was cute. Flower, that was plastic. I don't know what it was. Piece of jewelry, I think. Felt, or not felt, but foam flower. There's the button cover. This was a piece of broken jewelry. Actually, it was this in a former life. So I put that on there. Little turn thing again. This is one of my polymer clay roses that I make. This is one of those fabric flowers you get in the wedding section of the store. Another little washer trim. These were some kind of jewelry piece. So I really enjoy making these. I think I'm going to make some more. Thank you, Leanne, for providing such inspiration. I've gotten so many ideas from watching your videos. You need to go check her out. She has very good tutorials on how to do all kinds of stuff. Very well made. Very inspirational. I've tried several of her techniques. She's actually the one that got me started making my pincushions. And you can check out one of my other videos for my pincushions. Actually, here's one that's in progress. Beautiful teacup and saucer. I haven't glued anything down yet. This is the pincushion part. It's just a circle of fabric with running stitch going all the way around it. Sew it up, or cinch it up, stuff it, and there you have your pincushion. And that goes in the center there. I actually use my Beacon 3-in-1 around the edge of the cup, and then stick it in there, and it is stuck. So this is in progress. I'm trying to figure out what to put for a little decoration down here. Started with a little muslin gathered circle that might go in there. Don't know yet. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you give this a try yourself. It's so much fun, and I'm going to be making lots more. Thanks everybody, and have a good day. Bye bye.